Go.
1,
2,
3,
4.
5.
We have all seen the campaigns about buying locally, but do any of us really pay attention to what they have to say? I was pleasantly surprised when learning about the abundance of benefits that come with shopping locally. Buying locally is not condemned to just farmers markets as many would think. In every city, there is a variety of so-called mom and pop shops where you can get locally made goods. Most people, when they think of buying locally, only think of fruits and vegetables, but locally made goods could be anything from boutiques to grocery stores to pharmacies. The benefits of buying locally extend way beyond simply helping your neighbor. It stimulates the local economy, saves you money, is better quality, and is overall better for the environment. Today, I'll be using a presentation to further my point across. So, the benefits of buying locally. So just to reiterate, these are the benefits of buying locally. It's going to stimulate the local economy, it's going to save you money, it's better for the environment, and it's overall better quality products. So how does it stimulate the local economy? Well, for one, it's going to keep money circulating within your community. So if you think about it, if you go to a locally owned shop and hand them a $20 bill, you know it's going into their register where it's going to go to help pay bills, it's going to go to help pay their employees, it's going to help them get more products in. Where if you go to a place like Amazon or something, you're just kind of sending your money and you have no clue where it's going or who it's going to support. So here is a pie chart that's going to help further explain this. It's from Nandy Robinson at Michigan State University. So the green is going to be money that stays in the local economy and red is the money that leaves. So if you look over here on the left side, this is at a locally owned business spending $100. So $73 is going to stay and $27 leaves. Now, if you buy a non-locally owned business such as Amazon or Walmart, $57 leaves and $43 stays. So this just goes to show that buying locally, over 3/4 of your money is going to stay within your community. Whereas if you go to something like Amazon or Walmart, only less than half of your money is going to stay within your community. Another advantage is taxes. Now, I know no one really likes taxes, but wouldn't you like to know that your taxes are going to better your community? So here's just a few examples of what your taxes are going to support. So it's going to help support parks and recreation centers. It's going to go support local aid. And according to USA.gov, the local aid that your taxes are going to help is government housing, food stamps, healthcare, and financial assistance. It's also going to go help pay government jobs. So it's going to help pay teachers within your community, the firefighters, the EMTs. And it's also going to go to pay any public office such as mayor and just other jobs like that. So here's just a few examples I have. So this is our local recreation center, Manchester Recreation Complex. And then here's a police officer, here's a park, and here's some government housing. And these are all within my own community. So what else? It's going to save you money. Now everyone loves to save money. So I kind of took this into my own hands. I went to Walmart and got an organic pink lady apple. So these apples cost 98 cents a piece. Now, I then went to Joe's Produce, which is a locally owned produce shop in here in my hometown, and got the exact same apple for 76 cents. Now, I kind of calculated where if you ate an apple a year, buying the Walmart apples, it would be $357.70. Whereas if you bought an apple a day at Joe's Produce, it would be $277.40. Now, I know that's not super realistic, but a lot of people eat vegetables on a daily basis. So if you switch from buying at a wholesaler such as Walmart to a locally owned shop, you're definitely going to be saving money when it comes to your fruits and vegetables. How is it overall better quality? Well, according to Lori Starling in 10 Reasons Buying Local is Great for You and the Planet, she discusses how what is called organic at grocery stores is not really organic. It's going to have things such as pesticides and stuff to keep them to where they don't go bad. And the reason for that is because they're traveling so far that it would go bad way before you bought it at the store. So if you were going to eat it, it would be already bad. According to a 2019 study titled Multiple Dangerous Pesticides Found in Food Made and Sold by Kroger, Walmart, Costco, and Albertsons, Kendra Klein, who is the senior staff member at Scientists and Friends of the Earth, which is a nonprofit that goes to help local communities and help the environment. She says that toxic pesticides are showing up in what should be some of the healthiest and most affordable food supermarket sells. So what she's referring to here is what's considered organic. So what are the pesticides that were found? Well, one was glyphosate, which is a human carcinogen. And for those of you that don't know what a carcinogen is, it's going to lead the cells in your body to go through carcinogenesis, which is a fancy word for cancer production. So the more carcinogens you have in your diet, the more likely you are to get cancer at some point in your life. The next one that was found was organophosphates, which are so toxic that it is now banned. This was found in 100% of applesauce, 61% of whole apples, and 25% of spinach. And this is all coming from Walmart, Albertsons, and Kroger. And the last one that was found was neonicotinoids, and this has been linked to autism disorder, and it was found in 80% of spinach and 73% of applesauce. Now, I don't know about everyone else, but I can hardly pronounce half these words, so I definitely don't want to be ingesting them in my diet. So how is it better for the environment? Well, it's going to reduce food miles. According to gogreen.org, the food that we get at grocery stores is traveling almost 1,500 miles to reach the location. So what that's going to do is more driving equals more air pollution. Now, if you buy something at a locally grown produce shop, then you know that the most is probably going to travel is about 30 miles, which is going to be greatly reduce the air pollution that's going into the air compared to that 1,500 miles that's going into the wholesaler stores. It's also going to protect local farmland from developers. If you think about it, if you continue to support these local farmers, then they're going to stay where they're at. So when they stay where they're at, they're going to be able to work the land and keep the environment how it is. But if they decide to sell it off to a developer, it could turn into a commercial area, it could turn into a business area, and what that's going to do, it's going to come through and devastate the wildlife, and any plants or anything like that are going to be gone. Alright, it's also going to create a significant amount of less food waste. Now, I know food waste doesn't sound that important, but it actually is. Whenever a lot of food is wasted, methane gas is released, and methane gas has 80 times the warming power as CO2. This has been one of the main things that's been linked to global warming. Now, if you switch to a farm-to-table approach, which would be buying locally at a produce shop, farmers are only going to grow enough to match the amount that they can sell. They're not going to overproduce like the farmers that are giving stuff to Walmart and Kroger's and places like that. They're going to grow just as much to where they know they're going to make profit and they're going to sell all their product. I hope through my speech today, you're able to see the abundance of benefits that come with shopping locally. Stimulating the local economy, saving money, bettering the environment, and also obtaining better quality products are just a few of the benefits that come with shopping locally. I strongly encourage that the next time you need an item, instead of going directly to Walmart or Amazon, take a look at your hometown and see if maybe you can find a locally owned shop to help. Thank you. Alright, and y'all can unmute yourself. And Jackson, you'll say one first.